Okay, I'm back. We're going to be doing one more for today, one more live stream, and that'll be it for the Warlock. We've finally come to the end. And yes, as always, I will certainly answer questions. Just chuck them into the chat. I will answer questions at the end. Okay. Alright. I think we are ready to roll. Come here. Alright, cool. There we go. Got all my little scenes ready to roll on, which is the main thing. Hi, welcome to How to D&D. My name is Fred Wheeler, and today I want to talk about Dungeons & Dragons 5e or D&D 5e, and this is how to play D&D 5e or Dungeons & Dragons 5e, and this is the basics for the Warlock. This is number 8 in the sequence, and the final video I will be doing for the Warlock. And we're going to talk about Eldritch Master, which you get at 20th level. Now, the particular thing about reaching 20th level is you're hoping to get something really impressive. And unfortunately, I wouldn't say that the Warlock gets a really impressive ability. But we'll go through it very, very quickly. At 20th level, you can draw upon your inner reserve of mystical power while entreating your patron to regain expended spell slots. You can spend 1 minute entreating your patron for aid to regain all of your expended spell slots from patron magic feature for your class. Once you regain all of your spell slots with this feature, you must finish a long rest before you can do so again. Okay, so what does this mean? Essentially, it means that you can speed up the process of getting your spells back. In the past, with patron pact magic, you needed to either spend a short rest or a long rest to get all of your expended spell slots back. Now, this feature only works once during the day before you have to take a long rest, but you can try to redraw and get back all of those spell slots in a very short space of time instead of 60 minutes or 1 hour, which is a short rest period. You're going to only spend 1 minute to get all of those spell slots back. So it's sort of like I need to have them now, I can't wait, and you just don't want to sit around and wait for the short rest to complete before you get those spells. It's very, very simple. It is a little bit underwhelming as an ability, because really, we are looking for something awesome at 20th level. And although it seems like it's a great feature, I don't know that there's many people who will ever play a 20th level Warlock. So I'm doing a video on a topic that many people will probably have no use for, which I find a little bit frustrating. But that's the gist of Eldritch Master. I'm not going to go into any more details because it's very, very simple. It's a small paragraph, nothing to it. Instead of having to use a short rest or a long rest to get all of your spell slots back, you spend 1 minute, focus for a little while, and then you get all of your spell slots back. It's sort of a last resort, and you can probably do this like once a day, and then you need to take a long rest to get them back. Very, very simple. And look, if you liked this video, please like the button. Just press that thumb up button. If you want to share the video and you found it useful, or you think somebody else might find it useful, then share the video. If you're not subscribed and you want to subscribe because you like this sort of content, because I do it all the time, then great, click that subscribe button. And if you go onto my channel, beside the subscribe button is a bell button. Press that and you'll get occasional notifications when I go live and when I post a new video. Now, if you have any questions, I'm going to answer those questions in the live chat very, very shortly, so don't run away. If you're not part of the live stream when this goes up, then you can ask your questions down in the comments section. And look, tell me, what sort of videos do you want on the Warlock for the future. That would be really helpful for me to know, is what sort of stuff do you want me to talk about when it comes to the Warlock. If you want to support my channel, then watching my videos is great. I get a small amount of AdSense revenue from that. I don't do Patreon, but if you go down into the description, you can really support me. If you buy things online from the Book Depository or from Amazon, you click on my affiliate links and you can buy there whatever it is you want. You don't even have to buy the thing I've linked to. I get a small commission, you pay exactly the same price, and you support the channel. Now, that is it. I'm a little bit sad to say that is the end of the Warlock. And I'm going to say, till next time, keep rolling those 20s. Where is my 20? There it is. We have finally reached level 20. Okay, I'm going to hang around for a little while. For anybody who still has some questions they want to ask, I will answer questions about the Warlock, Eldritch Master, which I think is pretty clear. I don't think I need to answer any questions about that. It's pretty simple. But if there are topics about the Warlock or other classes that you want me to do, then let me know. I'm probably going to do in the series in terms of player character or player videos, I'm probably going to go next to the Sorcerer and work my way through the Sorcerer. This was supposed to just be the basics for the Warlock, which is why I haven't gone over the otherworldly patrons like the Archfey in detail, or the Fiend, or the Great Old One. I haven't done videos on that particular, because they're a bit more involved, and they're more about the archetype rather than the subclass, the archetype, rather than the basics of the actual Warlock itself. I realise there's probably just a few people who would like to see the Hex Blade. I'm open to that, but I need to know that there's enough interest to do it. Otherwise, I feel like the Sorcerer is the next natural step from here. And I don't know if anybody was present for the live stream that I ran just a few minutes ago, or about 10 minutes ago, or whatever it was. But I am going to be on Twitch TV. We're going to be live streaming my home game. I will be Dungeon Master. I have some players. We're going through Storm King's Thunder. It's under the channel name Frederick Wheeler 129. You can find it in the About section of my YouTube channel, the Twitch name if you're looking for that. I know it's not called How to D&D. It will eventually be, but right now it's just named after me. And yeah, just FrederickWheeler 129. That is the Twitch TV channel. What time? It's going to be tomorrow, which is Friday for me, New Zealand Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. through to 11 p.m. That is New Zealand Standard Time. So Friday, 7:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. Friday, New Zealand Standard Time. If you want to watch us playing live, and we don't normally point the camera at ourselves. I usually just point it at the board and the miniatures. But you'll be able to hear us pretty clearly. Worked out pretty well last time. We did it last week. It was great. And you can join us for that if you want. Now, unless anybody has any more questions or there's anything they want to talk about, whether it be the Warlock, another class, you're a new player or an old player and you have some questions, put your comments in. If you're a Dungeon Master and you have questions or things you want to talk about, how's it going, Jacob? Then, yeah, what have you got here? I am looking at building a Hex Blade Yanti. So at least one video on the subclass would be awesome. Yep, but I would love to see the Sorcerer as well. Okay, so I'll tell you what. The Hex Blade, I will work towards the Hex Blade. I'll do the Sorcerer because I feel like I have most of the tools ready to go, Jacob, to do the Sorcerer. And it's another caster. I know casters are often things that people have a lot of trouble with. So doing those videos is probably pretty important. But I also realise that the Hex Blade is incredibly popular, and so I'm all for doing a video on the subclass, the Hex Blade. Just give me a bit of time. If I work my way through the Sorcerer, that's like, I feel like the Sorcerer is going to be at least anywhere from 9 through to 10 videos to get all the basics down, because it's not as complicated as the Wizard, but it's complicated enough. So that's fine. I can definitely do that. And if other people say, yes, I want the Hex Blade, I know I've had at least one other person say, look, what about the Hex Blade? So I do understand that a video on the Hex Blade needs to come out at some point. So unless there's any other questions regarding the Warlock, other classes, player information that you might need, or Dungeon Master stuff, I'm going to sign out. I know this is a very short stream for the topic, which was like one paragraph. It's pretty simple stuff. But I am trying to write notes for Mordecai's Tome of Foes. So that is what I've been working on. I mean, I know it's just been announced, and I really wanted to sort of sit down. A few people have already done videos on the topic, and I felt like I should definitely work towards doing a sort of a run through of Mordecai's Tome of Foes. How's it going, Aaron? How are you doing? Alright, so if there are no more questions, I will leave you guys to go to sleep or go to bed or have some food or watch some TV or watch some more YouTube videos or whatever it is you want to do, and I will go to work making my notes for the Mordecai's Tome of Foes, which I'm really wanting to live stream tomorrow. I think that's probably the most sensible thing for me to do, is to live stream it tomorrow, and then you guys can ask questions. Hopefully I've written down enough information about the new released book so that I can answer the questions that you have. I won't obviously be able to answer everything because I am not part of Wizards of the Coast. I'm just a small channel who runs videos and streams and stuff like that. Okay, alright, we'll leave it there. I think that's it. And there's no more comments, nobody asking questions. A good time to stop.